Guilt is for Catholics, bro. Fuck guilt. Don't feel guilty about anything ever.
This question is always really fun to me because I don't know how many people expect that I listen to such a wide array of music that I do.
Not really a style of music that I don't fuck with, because I've always been, I kind of prided myself in being able to listen to anything and be like, oh, like, this is cool. I like this.
I pretty much only listen to old country. I'm probably more guilty pleasure with metal than I am with country. Like, I love country with all my heart. I would never feel guilty about that in a million years. Oh yeah, I got the Waylon, yeah, and the Ring. I don't know if you can see that. I learned a lot from country music.
I've always been pretty open about listening to a bunch of different music.
So what is guilty pleasure?
What's fucked up is the guilty pleasure is almost not an outdated concept. It's really not the same.
I don't believe in them.
Yeah, I'm not guilty about it, but to answer the question, there's no guilt, but things that would surprise people. I like Lord, I like churches, stuff like that, synth-heavy, like, pop music that's kind of dark. I like that shit.
Of course, like rock and metal are where the majority of my interests are. You know, any aggressive punk, rock, metal, whatever, that's usually where I go to, but I do listen to rap stuff like Eminem and NF.
I don't think that style or genre even matters. There's good songs and there's bullshit.
So I own Hanson's first record, and I still occasionally listen to it.
Yeah. So I guess in that vein, like...
They were good songs.
Anything where there's good songs. Doesn't even really matter to me what it sounds like.
I mean, I was just checking out that Billie Eilish or whatever, that pop singer.
For me, in middle school, I had a huge crush on the Cardigans chick. And so, and I like the music.
There you go.
I just remember people like, what the hell are you listening to? It's like, she's a Swedish babe.
It's okay.
She's good.
She's good. Oh, that's awesome. I like that I know that about you. Yeah.
Really love the album Aquarium. I think it's a brilliant album, start to finish. I listen to it all the time. I even like the rip-off Aqua toy box. I know that's really a guilty pleasure.
That's a guilty pleasure in my book.
A little bit.
But I feel like if we're gonna go for like guilty pleasure, there's this artist, her name is Christina Perri, and she has a song called Jar of Hearts. And dude, like, it is like such simple, like, I don't even know, you just gotta listen to it. There's something about the way she sings it, and I just feel like she means it. And actually all of her stuff, like her as an artist, I get that sense that like she means every word that she's singing. I don't know, it just connected with me. So for sure, Jar of Hearts from Christina Perri is the guilty pleasure song, but anything she does is great with me.
Well, there used to be that, like, I guess now it'd be your Spotify history, right? But they used to have that, like, you know, you have to surrender your iPod in doing an interview, and they just look through your iPod and they're like, why is this on here? I've been listening to a lot of Thin Lizzy.
That's not guilty. That's not
the
guilty. Greatest bands ever existed.
I know, so that's not guilty. I'm
Fuck,
just trying to think
I
of
know
what
I
am I
was listening
listening
to
to
fucked
right
up
now.
recently.
I don't know if these are guilty pleasures. Let me think. Would David Bowie's last record he put out, Black Star, front to back, every single song, because I just listened to it over and over and over. Every song's so great.
Just jazz and folk music in general would probably be my guilty. Just anytime I listen to that, I'd probably be like,
you know
someone's watching somewhere. Recently, I've been listening to a bunch of like noise shit and like black metal shit and death metal shit that's just so depressing. It literally just sounds like people dying, and I've been fully diving into this whole sad, depressing music state where I'm just like, okay, let's see how crazy and just insanely sad things can sound.
Joe Rogan podcast. That's my guilty pleasure.
No, I think a guilty pleasure now is you would be listening to music that would be like really not cool. Perfect. Like you're listening to like racist skinhead like punk or something. I don't know, something like, oh, you're listening to this? Like, well, what could there be really?
Dude, there's crazy shit out there. There's bands where it's literally just like, for 10 minutes people are gonna scream and die, and that's what this song is called. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, sure, I'll fuck with it.
In the context of where we are right now at this festival, there's probably plenty of guilty pleasures.
Sure.
I don't feel guilty about it though, but it's a really badass pop record, so maybe that would surprise some people, but pop music, heavy metal, country, blues, I just like music.
You know, in high school I was listening to Blind Guardian, and my mom's boyfriend came in, and he's like, what the fuck is this? And I did feel very embarrassed.
I probably said this in an interview before, but I listen to Disney's chilling, thrilling sounds of the haunted house, 1950 something or other. It was the first record I ever fell in love with, and I still love it. And I've been on an ambient trip, so Jacula, man. Not many people are sitting around listening to Jacula, but they're great.
I'll literally listen to anything. And then on the other side of things, like, there's some bops on that new Post Malone record.
I listened to the entire new Post Malone record.
That's good though.
It is good.
You know what I'm guilty of is not having Nick Cave's new record.
I don't think we have a good answer for
I don't
that.
know if the guilty pleasure is really a thing anymore, man. People look like porn in their phones. Just, wow, like, don't even fucking cares.
Guilt is for Catholics.